Good evening. I am Doris Harvey, and I'm here with Dr. Brady, teacher at Lakeside High School, and Miss Bryan, a teacher in DeKalb County and a parent. And we're here to discuss this American literature spring and summer results. Overview of the two assessments. Spring 2025, classroom 24%, beginning 38%, developing 38%, proficient or distinguished. Lakeside High School 29%, beginning 31% developing, 41% proficient. DeKalb County, 34% beginning, 29% developing, 37% proficient. And state, 34% beginning, 31% developing, 36% proficient. And that's strength. Classroom outperforms school district and state in proficient or distinguished. 38%. Low percentage of beginning learners compared to the district state. Summer 2025, classroom 100% beginning, Lakeside High School 74% beginning, 21% developing, 5% proficient. DeKalb County 45% beginning, 28% developing, 27% proficient. State 54% beginning, 25% developing, 21% proficient. Major concerns: classroom dropped from 76, developing, proficient. Spring 0%, developing, proficient. Summer performance decline is significantly more severe than school district and state trends. Literacy weaknesses identified. Severe regression in reading comprehension. Movement to 100% beginning indicates students are struggling with understanding grade level text, identifying main ideas and supporting details, making inferences and connections. Evidence. Spring showed many students in the developing proficient. Summer indicates loss of previously demonstrated skills. Literacy weaknesses identified. The drop suggests difficulty with literacy analysis, interpreting themes and the author's purpose. Using textual evidence, likely that students can no longer engage deeply with text, may rely on surface level understanding only. Writing and response deficits. American literature assessments typically require writing responses. A 100% beginning score suggests weak organization and structure, limited use of evidence from text, incomplete or unclear answers. Literacy skills gap, low retention, significant drop from spring to summer, shows weak retention and difficulty applying skills independently. Vocabulary gaps, limited understanding of academic vocabulary and complex literacy language. Instructional and participation gap, insufficient scaffolding, limited differentiation, and lack of supports. Sentence frames, guided reading, chunking, hinder emerging readers. Attendance or participation issues, missed instruction, or low engagement may contribute to the widespread performance decline. Key takeaway to share with colleagues: strengths in spring, students show potential to reach proficiency. Classroom performance was competitive with the district or state. Urgent needs: rebuild reading comprehension foundations, strengthen writing about text, improve skills retention over time. Instructional next steps: immediate focus areas, explicit reading comprehension strategies, daily writing with text evidence, academic vocabulary instruction, targeted supports, chunked text for emerging readers, graphic organizers or analysis, sentence starters for writing, long-term strategy, spiral review of literacy skills, frequent formative assessments, increased students' engagement strategies. Summary statement. Spring 2025 showed progress towards proficiency, but summer 2025 revealed a sharp decline with 100% of students at the beginning level. This indicates weaknesses in comprehension analysis, writing, and skill retention, likely due to learning loss. Limited scaffolding and gaps in foundational literacy. Targeted support in comprehension, writing, and vocabulary is needed to rebuild proficiency. Thank you, team, for reviewing the needs assessment data. One major concern is the drop from 76% developing or proficient in the spring to 100% beginning in the summer. This shows students are not retaining or applying literacy skills independently. Students are struggling with understanding grade level text, identifying main ideas and details, making inferences, writing responses using evidence. Our goal is to determine one core literacy focus to address these needs.
I believe comprehension is the foundation. Students are struggling to understand what they read. We should focus on main idea and supporting details, making inferences, academic vocabulary. Without comprehension, students cannot analyze or write effectively. Practical reading comprehension for secondary students' takeaways. At the secondary level, reading comprehension across content areas can be a challenge for students not reading at grade level. There are practical strategies that secondary teachers can use to differentiate instruction and make written content more accessible for struggling students. Reading strategies can be implemented easily within the outgoing curriculum. A secondary student needs to comprehend complex text in science, social studies, math, and more. From 4th grade on, there is a general expectation that students have mastered basic reading skills and can understand what they are reading. However, the data reveals that students need more assistance with reading comprehension, not less, as they progress and learn content across subject areas. Reading comprehension is essential because it enables understanding, learning, critical thinking, and effective application of knowledge across all areas of life. Understanding and learning. Reading comprehension allows individuals to extract meaning from text, transforming words into knowledge and understanding. Academic and cognitive benefits. Comprehension skills improve critical thinking, problem solving, and reasoning. Readers who understand what they read can analyze, evaluate, and question information rather than passively accepting it. Lifelong and professional applications. Beyond school, reading comprehension is crucial for workplace productivity and daily life. Adults with strong comprehension skills can follow instructions accurately, communicate effectively, and make informed decisions. Conclusion: obtaining reading comprehension skills is vital for academic success, cognitive development, lifelong learning, and effective communication. It transforms reading from a passive activity into an active process of understanding, reasoning, and applying knowledge, making it indispensable for personal, educational, and professional growth.
Okay, Mrs. Bryan, I want to agree with you about comprehension, and all that you have said, I am in total agreement. But listen, writing, based on what we saw, there is also a major issue. Students are struggling in how to use textual evidence or to organize their writing and clearly explain their thinking. So for me, I think we should combine reading and writing into one focus, responding to text using evidence. So here is what I came up with. For the combination of reading and writing, these are deeply interconnected processes. They strengthen each other, making them essential for building broad literacy skills and deeper understanding. It's like love and marriage, both of them go together. You have to have both of them. Mm-hmm. So how they work neurologically, reading and writing engages different but linked brain pathways. Reading develops word recognition and comprehension, while writing builds transcription skills, letter formation, spelling, punctuation, and conceptual understanding of print. When students alternate between reading and writing, they create stronger neural connections, improving both decoding and expression. And based on what we saw there, these are needed, okay? Writing helps with analyzing and interpreting text through summary, annotation, or responding writing, which deepens comprehension. So the more you write, the deeper you comprehend. It helps you to understand text, whether you're using paragraphs, sentences, organization, by creating their own text, which improves reading fluency and decoding. And importantly, it makes them apply their critical thinking skills, because when they are creating a text for audience, they have to think, you know, be logical, use clarity and structure. And even us, while we're studying, we have to do that, because we can't just write anything and submit. We have to think deep about it, you know. It also supports writing in the sense of purpose, organization, word choice, style, etc. And it makes them better writers. It exposes them to diverse genres and voices. It expands their vocabulary and understanding of rhetorical strategies. And I know a lot of that is with American literature. Now, the evidence, and we have to use evidence-based when we are dealing with this. So the evidence research shows that writing to read, responding to text in writing improves comprehension and retention. Reading to write, imitating and learning from high-quality text build writing skills that in turn enhance reading. And then practical implementation. After reading a text, students write summaries, questions, or analysis, again, improving their comprehension. Also, it balances transcription and comprehension. Teachers use it to teach spelling, punctuation, and sentence constructions. And it encourages frequent writing. So the more they write, it builds automaticity in writing, which supports reading, decoding. So I believe that yes, comprehension is very important, you know, but I think we also need to focus on both of them, reading and writing. Back to you.
Okay. I believe comprehension is the foundation. Students are struggling to understand what they read. We should focus on main idea and supporting details, making inferences, academic vocabulary. Without comprehension, students cannot analyze or write effectively.
Okay, so basically you're saying then we should go ahead and focus on the core literacy skills, that is reading, comprehension, and writing.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
and I totally agree with that, because the aim is for us to help our students understand what they read and explain their thinking through writing. You know, when they write it, then we understand where they are and how we can help them. And I suggest that we help them with and my recommendation is supporting them with comprehension strategies, writing practice, vocabulary development, and scaffolding such as sentence frames and graphic organizers. I think if we do that, then we'll get our students reading. Okay, so I was happy to be here to share in this.
Thank you, Mrs. Brady. Thank you,
Same
Mrs.
for me. You're welcome.
Ryan and Miss Charlie. Thank you so very much.